We bought books for each of the kids to take home. The Bills gave them a bunch of merch, plus cards, and Fowler's Chocolate gave them each a candy bar.
What's this? Can you say hi to everyone? I'm sorry, I've got to do something small, I promise. Something small. Okay, so I've actually invited. I have summoned you guys back here, so feel summoned. I have summoned you. Your presence is very much necessary and needed in this time of what the hell is going on with Alicia, with this Buffalo Bills sneaky suspicious charity raising, fundraiser, sponsorship, whatever is going on, the Read for Read World Kindness Day thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go and watch my last video where people on the Reddit community were getting extremely sneaky suspicious that what was happening was Alicia was basically going, okay, well, it's World Kindness Day, so we're going to go and donate all of these books.
We're volunteering with the Read for Read 83 Foundation to give back to the Boys and Girls Club Reading Assembly Literacy event.
And she was basically spotted in Buffalo, which is like 70 plus miles away from where she lives in Rochester. Foundation, who she decided to associate herself with, was basically like, you know, ex-NFL players, and people were like, well, how come you don't want to donate to the Boys and Girls Club of Rochester? Why are you aligning yourself in Buffalo? And it just all started to make a hell of a lot more sense when you just peeked behind the curtain a little bit, and people had, you know, sneaky photos from where she was, and yeah, people were not buying it, and people were like, this is an ulterior motive. The whole takeaway from the last video, as stupid and as minor as it may seem, is that Alicia is known for, you know, setting up fundraisers, setting up, you know, ways to donate money, ways to help out different organizations and different foundations, different charities, then doesn't deliver on it. She always films herself doing these kind of things. The whole sandwich gate situation, which I've already touched upon. My whole point is that she always seems to have an ulterior motive. Our sneaky suspicions were correct, my friends. The Reddits were correct. Mine was correct. A lot of your guys's, they were correct, okay? She came out with a YouTube short / TikTok detailing how she was in fact in Buffalo. She was in fact getting autographs and, you know, cozying up and hanging out. So move over, Boys and Girls Club of Rochester. Move over, because Alicia's not interested in you. She's interested in the NFL players, which are down at Buffalo. In Buffalo, where are Buffalo? That is where they are, okay? They don't care about you over in Rochester. No, if you do not have autographs, if you cannot, like, literally herd your children in to get autographs and be given free stuff by NFL players, then Alicia does not want you.
Spend the day in Buffalo with us. We are at the Boys and Girls Club, where we got to spend time with the kids, Buffalo Bills players Trey Norwood, Ryan Vandemark, NFL Hall of Famer Andre Reed, awesome wife Teresa, to celebrate fundraising with Fowler's Chocolates, who donated $10,000 for this brand new reading room as part of the Read for Read 83 Foundation. D'Angelo was even there, and she taught the kids a touchdown dance. Our Monday mini vlog, you know we bought books for each of the kids to take home. The Bills gave them a bunch of merch, plus cards, and Fowler's Chocolate gave them each a candy bar. I am so proud of my kids who stepped up to volunteer and hand out all of these products to the kids. Everyone went home with plenty of autographs, so there were smiles all around. I volunteered for years with Big Brothers Big Sisters back in the day before kids, and it was so nice to be back at it.
Despite it being this whole, you know, give away, give back, we're going to buy kids a load of books, despite it wasn't anything to do with that. It was more so the fact that they could go and get merch and get signed hats and all of that. She wants to get a partnership or whatever it is. She actually went onto her Facebook to announce that this is not a sponsorship. And I'm really side-eyeing that whole philosophy of hers, of how this is not a sponsorship. It says sponsoring something or someone is the act of supporting an event, activity, person, or organization financially or through the provision of products or services. The individual or group that provides the support, similar to a benefactor, is known as a sponsor. Did they benefit from this? They sure did. They sure did. And Alicia was promoting the Read for Read Foundation in exchange for the fact that they were given merch and they were given all these different things. We've even got a little picture. We've even got a little picture of Alicia right here with that Andre guy. I'm sorry, you have to really feign my ignorance. I'm not entirely sure who this person is, but I know he's a pretty big deal in those circles, and they're right here cozying up. You cannot tell me that this is not, maybe it's not a financial, i.e. monetary sponsor. Yeah, okay, I give you that. But you were benefiting from this. You were promoting the charity, the foundation, the organisation. I can't remember which one it is. I am aware they are different things. Your kids got autographs, signed hats, chocolate, and you were also featured in pictures, and you're probably going to be featured in other things. You love the way that he snores. As Buffalo mini vlog, we had the privilege of joining the Read for Read 83 Foundation, Buffalo Bills and Fowler's Chocolate at the Boys and Girls Club of Buffalo, not Rochester though, is it? To celebrate their new reading room. We had so much fun hanging out with the kids and sharing our love for reading. What is your favourite book? Not sponsored. Very, very, very little of the video that she just shared was actually anything to do with the books. None of it. Did I even see a kid reading a book? I don't mean this to sound mean. I just don't think that when she went into it, she didn't give a toss about the Boys and Girls Club. She just wants her kids to be associated with these people. It's so evident. And her saying hashtag not sponsored, could he doesn't hashtag Buffalo Bills, hashtag Fowler's Chocolates. Even the post screams sponsorship. It's because she doesn't want to admit that is kind of what it is. You just might not be getting any money for it. But that doesn't mean it's not a sponsor. You don't only have to be given money. You can have a sponsorship without being paid via money. You can have it through experience, you can have it through product, you can have it through some sort of a gift, i.e., photos and signed autographs, whatever the case may be. They got free chocolate. Do you know what I mean? And then on top of that, she's then promoting it. This is like the second post she has done promoting it, featuring the hashtag. Because this is 110% a sponsorship. You just haven't declared it, love. Or maybe you just don't want to admit it, because then that would then lead people into going, oh, well, she was so nice about going and getting those 42 books, or however many it was. She was so nice. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Oh, the post is sponsored. Oh, because she's being paid to do these things. But because she thinks she wasn't paid via money, she's not going to declare it. But she was paid. She was paid via other avenues. She was. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let this go, because as I mentioned in the last video, which you guys are probably so sick and tired of me talking about this, I actually went onto their website after I was talking about this, donate. We're going to donate every single month of this year that's just been. Newsflash. I think they raised, I can't remember how much it was. I think a few people paid. Was it like $250? It wasn't a lot of money, but she said that she would match make it up to, was it $2,500? I can't remember what she said. This was December, after she went haywire and started buying and splurging like thousands and thousands of pounds on Christmas, and people were going, cost of living, no one's got any money right now. And she went, oh, but I really value my audience, so Dougherty Dozen's gonna give back. Guess what happened? She didn't match the donations for the particular fund that she did, and she never carried it on, and she never mentioned it again. It's gone. I'll see if I can find what it originally said, but I'm not joking when I said this. It did say give back. And you might be thinking, like, where's your give back? Why aren't you doing this? I don't make my money online by basically buying things. I mean, I'm not saying she gets tax write-offs on food, because I believe that if you have consumed it, for instance, or if you're planning on consuming it, it goes under household, like you can't claim it back on your business. That is just my own knowledge, and you guys might think otherwise. It's a bit confusing, but my whole point is that she makes her money by buying a hell of a lot of things, and people have a lot of criticism towards the fact that there are a lot of people struggling. She's got a lot of money and she chooses to kind of smush it in people's faces, and some people are like, well, it's her kid, she can do whatever she wants. That is true, but she is doing it to an audience. It's one thing to to do that for your own kids and not show it as much. But if you're literally trying to connect with parents who 90% of us, 95+% of us cannot afford the luxuries and the stuff that she just frivolously just spends. So the whole idea of give back had that in mind. She wanted to give back. If you're gonna say you're gonna do it, you need to do it. You can't just be like, oh well, no one really cared, because not a lot of people did donate. And because not a lot of people did donate, I have this feeling that she just went, oh well, people aren't really donating, so no one really cares, so I'm just gonna move past this. But it was there. She never followed up on it. And it drives me insane because no one ever talks about it. And I really think it's crappy, because the whole reason why she did it was because people were literally like, why aren't you helping others when you've got all of this stuff? The audience makes you money. They're buying your things that you're promoting. They are watching your videos. The least you can do is give back if you can. You know, the money doesn't get plucked out of thin air. The money is built from your audience. So, and her audience were telling her, hey, it would be a good idea if you did this, because they're the ones that are paying you, theoretically. I mean, even like companies, in a way, you've got to have people that are going to buy those products. Consumers, it's all in the consumers, it's all in her audience, and people, her audience were telling her. I've put way too much emphasis on this. But I just wanted to kind of prove my point in my previous videos that every single thing that she does just seems to be in a way of charity, in a way of giving back, in a way of raising awareness to certain causes. She won't do it unless she's paid, or unless there is some sort of a financial or, you know, some sort of exposure initiative, whatever the case may be. It's freezing before I started filming this, and now I'm so hot because I've just been talking and there's like straw and hay all over me. I live on a farm. Can't get behind it, and I think it's really shady. I think she should declare that as a sponsorship. I really do. I really do think she should, but that's just my own personal opinion. So entitled to your own opinion. So let me know down in the comments exactly what you're feeling. Do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm chatting out my ass? Do you kind of like what I'm saying? Let me know. I'll hang out in the comment section for like an hour or two. I'm going to try and make that a thing so I don't end up having to just visit loads of different comment sections. I plan to chill in comment sections for an hour or two after it's uploaded. Anytime after that, if I come across a comment, it will be kind of luck of the draw if I've actually replied to it, because I do get quite a few comments nowadays and I really struggle. Like before, I used to be able to answer pretty much all of them, and now I can't get to them. So anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.